Conditions are expected to get worse as the day goes on. High winds and low visibility are predicted to sock the area, making it nearly impossible to go anywhere.
Noelle Lilly joins us live at the salt shed along the West Side Highway in Hell's Kitchen with what the city is doing to make sure it's ready. Noelle?
Alice Aziza, that's right. You can see that mountain of salt behind me. There's a truck there already geared up and ready to go. We've seen trucks in and out of this salt garage here on West 55th Street, ready to make sure city streets and sidewalks are clear and safe for you. Now, right now, it's already getting wet and slippery because it's been a bit of rainfall, just a drizzle right now. But that on top of the leftover snow that hasn't melted, the snow coming later, it is just going to leave a mess for people all across the 5 boroughs.
Our city will face its second snowstorm in less than a month and our first blizzard since 2016.
2026 has been off to a cold start for Mayor Mamdani and all of us here in New York City. The Office of Emergency Management says 700 salt spreaders and thousands of plows are already prepping for this Sunday storm.
This snowfall will melt, then refreeze, resulting in dangerously icy sidewalks and streets. I am asking all New Yorkers to stay inside and stay off the roads for your safety.
2,600 sanitation workers will begin 12-hour shifts this morning, and DSNY will deploy over 1,000 emergency snow shovelers starting tonight to get us off, hopefully, to an okay start for that Monday morning commute. Be sure to thank those essential workers if you see them hard at work today. And be patient in the aftermath of this storm in the days to come.
While we got to talk about Zohran Mamdani because once again, he's finding himself in some hot water. Goodness gracious. I want to show you guys this clip first, actually, of Chuck Schumer and what he had to say about voter ID recently because it's quite interesting. I want you guys to check it out. All right? There's a reason why I'm showing you this.
It's been clear. When we fight for democracy, when we protect democracy, we got to fight fire with fire. We're not going to stand idly by, as Maya said. We're not going to let them revert to Jim Crow. And if you don't think they want to revert to Jim Crow, just look what they did in the SAVE Act, which went back to took Jim Crow for the whole nation. By so making it hard, they said you need ID, and they made it so hard to show ID that probably half the people in America couldn't vote. We wouldn't let it pass. Democrats, they needed our vote. They went to court. Many of us, Durbin, myself, and others were lead plaintiffs, and we beat them in court. But it shows why we need legislation. Because these guys are undoing everything in every way they can. They don't want poor people to vote. They don't want people of color to vote. They don't want Democrats to vote. They don't believe in democracy. We do.
Having an ID is such a terrible thing. It's Jim Crow 2.0. My goodness. Now, in response to the heavy snow that is about to hit New York City, which is why I showed you that first news report, this is what Mamdani had to say at a press conference.
We're utilizing 33 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away. And we're utilizing 33.
Show up with your paperwork. What paperwork are you talking about, Mamdani? What exactly do you mean by paperwork? Do you mean an ID to shovel snow? No way, right? There's no way that's what Mamdani is talking about. You know, the Jim Crow 2.0 type of stuff. We got to show ID now to shovel? That's Jim Crow stuff right there. Gotta be. That's what Chuck Schumer said.
Zohran Mamdani did such a terrible job with his response to the last snowstorm in New York that to prepare for the one that's coming, he's begging New Yorkers to sign up to shovel snow.
We're utilizing 33 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away.
Oh, and what paperwork is he talking about? You gotta have a couple of photos, 2 forms of ID, social security card. This is
You gotta, not only do you need to bring an ID, but you need to bring 2 photos, not 1, 2, and you need to bring 2 forms of ID, not just 1, 2. So your ID and maybe your birth certificate or something, right? And you got to bring your social security card. What type of Jim Crow 2.0 stuff is this?
to sign up to shovel snow. Well, I guess we know what that means. That women and anybody who's not white isn't going to be able to help, because I have it on good authority that we don't know how to get or use an ID.
Yeah, sounds like only white people are going to be able to shovel snow, man. White people are going to be the only ones that are able to figure it out. Poor people, black people. I mean, at least according to Chuck Schumer, he said poor people are going to be affected by voter ID, and black people are going to be affected by voter ID. So if that is the case, then those same groups would be affected by having to show an ID to shovel snow. So you mean to tell me only white people can make money around here? That's crazy. That's racist.
I cannot believe I get to tell you this right now. The jokes truly write themselves if you just sit back and watch. In a press conference this morning, the mayor of New York, Mayor Zohran Mamdani, said that they need New Yorkers to volunteer to shovel snow. We're expecting like a huge snowstorm again here on the East Coast. We just got rid of the last one. And he said that they were not able to recruit enough emergency workers during the last major snowstorm. So they're accepting volunteer snow shovelers. And all you need to do is show up to your local sanitization department between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. to register to do this. But here's the kicker. You need to bring ID. You need to bring ID. ID to vote in New York? No. You don't need an ID to vote, but an ID to shovel snow. You're gonna need your ID to shovel snow. That's what he said.
I'm so glad that people are like catching on to how silly this genuinely is. You know, you don't need an ID to vote, but you need an ID to shovel snow. And somehow, some way, it's racist to have an ID to vote, but it's not racist to require an ID to make some money. Okay.
So Mamdani, the mayor of New York, has came out asking for help from the citizens to shovel the snow. He's telling them to show up at the city and they'll all be able to work, and they need to bring their papers, which includes 2 forms of identification. This is the same guy who doesn't want to have identification to vote, though. Make it make sense. Make it make sense in this bizarro world where this guy, it hasn't even been a year, has it? And he's already mismanaged the budget to the point that he can't afford to clean the streets. But he doesn't he doesn't think you should have ID to vote.
Silly, man. Absolutely silly. I mean, and there's more. I mean, people all across the internet are making fun of this guy right now because this makes absolutely 0 sense. 0 sense.
He's already on track to be the worst mayor that New York City has ever seen. This dude is out here asking New Yorkers, yo, y'all want a shovel? We're about to get a storm. We might get more inches than the last one. So after completely messing up the last storm, man, with the way that he handled it, now he's asking New Yorkers to get up and go shovel. But that's not the funniest part of the situation. The funniest part of the situation is that this is one of those dudes, man, that's opposing voter ID. But he's requiring all these different types of proof of identification for the people that he wants to register to shovel, right? He wants them to submit an ID, right? Pictures of themselves and their social. But for voting, he's like, nah, we don't need that. That's hilarious. Bro, I've been in New York City since 98, man. I have never heard a mayor say, yo, we need help with the snow. We need you to sign up to shovel snow. You know how many heart attacks are going to happen out here in New York City? Most of these New Yorkers ain't built for that. But how do y'all feel about the fact that this man opposes voter ID, but is requiring all these different types of proof of identification for you to help him shovel snow because he can't manage it all on his own? It's like he's running a scam. What do you do my social for? To shovel snow, bro? Pictures of me and my ID? Nah. Mamdani.
And he made a great point. A lot of people have had heart attacks shoveling snow. You know, early in the morning, getting up, going out in the cold, shoveling snow, and, you know, that is true. Now, I want to play you guys Zoran Mamdani's response when confronted with how silly this actually is. Check it out.
There's been this controversy over the snow laborers and the sort of what some see as onerous need to have documentation. Can you just talk about if that's new and what you make of the controversy?
This is all long-standing. This is a long-standing program and long-standing requirements, and this is a way that New Yorkers get paid to shovel snow in assistance with the city's response to a winter storm event. Federal law requires that employers get authorization and documentation to pay people for their work. We are not allowed to just cut checks to individuals for their work. And these are the policies that we've had in place, but I understand that for many, it's the first time that they've ever heard about it.
Yeah. Sure you expected that same type of answer. My goodness. My goodness. You literally can't make this stuff up. No ID to vote, but you need an ID to go and shovel snow. Requiring an ID to vote is Jim Crow 2.0, aka racist, but requiring an ID in 2 pictures plus your social security card to shovel snow somehow isn't Jim Crow 2.0. It isn't racist. None of that. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Anyway, y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this. Get in the comments, talk to me, and stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.